big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess light walker here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Water sign Sun, Moon, rising the 19th of June to the 24th of June 2024 full version on my YouTube channel frequency Phoenix 555.
Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 19th of June, Vesta enters Leo. This transit will last until the 11th of August. Vesta is not strong in Leo, however, it ushers in passion and creativity into your life. Channel this energy into projects or hobbies that ignite your enthusiasm and creativity. If you feel burnt out, reconnect with your inner child or support others in their creative endeavors. On the 20th, the Sun enters Gemini, aka Summer Solstice, aka Letha. As the Sun enters Gemini, broaden your horizons by delving into different viewpoints and lively conversations. If you're feeling antsy, disrupt your routine with new experiences or travel to different locations. This is a great time for mingling and forming new social bonds. Engage in intellectual pursuits or activities that introduce you to new perspectives and ideas. Think about how you interact with others and work on being open and adaptable in your communications. On the 21st, we have the full moon in Capricorn. This energy will last for about 3 days. The moon's placement in Capricorn, despite it being in detriment, calls for a review of your responsibilities and ambitions. Use this time to evaluate your career objectives and consider the necessary adjustments to achieve them. If you're overwhelmed by duties, prioritize and tackle them one step at a time to maintain your progress. Acknowledge your achievements and give yourself credit for the efforts you put in. Utilize the Capricorn full moon influence to strengthen your commitments to your goals and balance out your professional and personal fears. Please watch my comprehensive video of the full moon in Capricorn and its effect on each sun, moon and rising sign. On the 22nd, the moon in Capricorn trines Mars in Taurus. This trine between the moon in Capricorn and Mars in Taurus aligns emotional stability and practical diligence. Dedicate yourself to tasks that need endurance and meticulous attention. Consistent effort will yield success. When feeling irritated, engage in constructive activities or exercise to release the tension positively. It's an excellent moment to set attainable goals and proceed with steady, methodical approach. Balance your drive for achievement with self-care to maintain overall well-being. Celebrate the small achievements to keep yourself motivated and your spirit and outlooks on high. On the 23rd, the moon in Capricorn sextiles Neptune in Pisces. Turn your imaginative ideas into a reality by creating a practical action plan to achieve them. If you find yourself drifting, anchor your focus with organized and structured tasks. Combine your creative aspirations with systematic efforts to bring them to fruition. Look for opportunities to weave your spiritual understanding into your daily activities. Balance your pragmatic approach with moments of inspiration to enhance your everyday routines. On the 24th, the moon in Aquarius trines Jupiter in Gemini. The trine with Jupiter in Gemini opens doors to expansive thinking and opportunities. Seize this chance to explore new ideas and connect with diverse groups or communities. If you're feeling stuck, think outside the box and consider unconventional solutions. This is the time to embrace optimism and see the bigger picture in your endeavors. On the 25th, The moon in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. The dynamic between the moon in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus encourages flexibility amidst unexpected changes. The square may bring unforeseeable events that disrupt your usual way of doing things. Prepare yourself for rapid shifts and maintain an open attitude towards new opportunities. If you feel unsettled, keep a calm and adaptable mindset to handle surprises effectively. See these sudden changes as chances to venture into unexplored territories and ideas. Reflect on how you adapt to disruptions and focus on staying resilient and adaptable. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big cat wave! Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, big cat wave. Let's dive right in and unpack. Oh, you have the energy of a 3, darling dears. Okay. The energy of the 3 is ruled by Jupiter, darling dears. Okay, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, the 9th house of expansion, higher learning, philosophical ideas, travel, luck, money. The number 3, you could be a life path 3. It encumbers the numbers 3, 12, 21, and 13. The number 3 rules the letters C, L, and U. Jupiter rules the letters C, G, L, S. You are feeling more motivated into creating at this moment in time. Your luckiest numbers will be the 3, 6, and 9 of it all. Your luckiest days are Thursday and Sunday. The number 3 is ruled by the astrological aspect of a trine, and we love a trine, darling dears, because it creates opportunity. It provides a creative outlet for you, okay? And it reminds you to beware of the comfort zone. Jupiter's also, like I said, Jupiter's also a highly spiritual. The 9th house is very spiritual, darling dears. It covers good fortune. It covers abundance, material abundance. Already said that, being extravagant, understanding higher education, possibly dabbling into that. But it could also be how you're going to reintegrate yourself into society if you've had some kind of alone time, a solitary path that you've been walking, darling dears. Okay. Learning new things. Jupiter also rules foreign people and foreign lands. Maybe you are traveling to foreign lands, or you are a foreign person in a foreign land. Okay. All right. Let's drop down and get our eagle on. The energy of the 1-3, darling dears. If you are traveling for a business trip, it could be an interview, business and whatever, it's going to go extremely well for you, darling dears. Business could be in the signing of a contract for a home, a car, whatever it is, darling dears. The energy of the 3 also points towards something unexpected happening, which is going to be a happy, it's going to create some kind of happiness in your life at this moment in time. It's unexpected. Okay, some will be happy about it and some won't, darling dears. Potatoes and potatoes. The energy of the 3 also speaks about you being more authentic around groups. This is about the internal growth that you've done, whatever path you've been on, darling dears. Okay, you also have the energy of the 11, master number, so you are in creator mode. It also speaks about lean in, bestie, lean in. Right, you are healing something within you, darling dears, creating a new level of balance. It's about you being within the group. Yes, you're the wounded healer, but you are teaching others, speaking, possibly even writing, shining your light. Jupiter, the 9th house, is also about publishing, darling dears. Maybe you'll be publishing an online business, marketing. It covers astrology. You could be learning astrology, or you're publishing something around astrology, darling. There's changing a worldview. Okay. It also covers the court. Somebody could be going through a court situation or a legal situation. Business situations are going to go in your favor. Remember, I told you that. Okay. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. We're going to use the life lesson cards. Listen, whatever you're going through, darling dears, the circle is broken, darling dears. Breaking out of the circle, Jupiter, the expansion of it all. Okay, let's give it a good shuffle. See what comes out for you. Thank you. Freedom, darling dears, expansion. This also reminds me of the Eight of Cups. It speaks about moving from a traumatic and dramatic situation. Adult fins are purported to be the most intelligent on this Malkuth, darling dears. A new level of wisdom. But as a water sign, you are tapping into your higher mind. You are nurturing, darling dears. You are also a deeply sexual being. Yeah, I'm getting that energy too. Yeah. Love it. You're free to do what you choose, so choose wisely, darling dears. Moving away. Again, it highlights travel. You may even live by the water. This is also grounding yourself by a body of water. Yeah, family. Well, loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose, darling dears. But I'm feeling as though you're moving away from one group to another, darling dears. It could also speak about a blended family, but it's definitely moving from one family which you once knew towards a new one, possibly even creating a new family, possibly from trauma and drama. Okay. Let's press on. Let's press on. Let's get some oracle intuitive messages. Something to do with children, darling dears. And law number 4 of the 48 laws of power is to say less, darling dears. Somebody's going to be saying less in a children's situation, or somebody should be speaking up in a situation pertaining to children. If somebody's moving away from a family towards something, they're going towards someone who's a nurse with a purse. This person's got some kind of medical or mental illness, blood. Let's go back up into Jupiter and see what's going on there, darling dears. Jupiter covers the nutrition, the hips, the thighs, the liver, it covers the womb, semen, your feet. Good golly and gosh, someone's got some issues going on with their body works, darling dears, and they're looking for a nurse with a purse. Yeah, and they will be shameless and bold, darling dears, moving from one family to another, possibly leaving trauma and drama in their wake. Good golly and gosh, it's taken a turn for the worse, guys. Ooh, child. Let's get a deck. Base of your deck, water signs, Ace of Cups. So this is about relationships, about families. This is about networking, darling dears. It could also represent the birth of a child or a pregnancy. Good golly and gosh. Yes, baby. Or even a proposal. Maybe somebody's proposing. As I said, I did mention blended family. Good golly and gosh, but it's about your emotions. Okay, let's ask the first question. Let's ask about the relationships. Might as well. About the relationships for my water signs over the next 7 days. No? I'm making a reading, dear. Yeah, somebody's turning their back on a toxic and traumatic situation, realizing it was a temporary short stick. Maybe you stayed there too long, darling dears, moving towards a new beginning, but this is physical move, darling dears. Somebody feels that they was dealing with someone who was the mistress of the devil himself. Libra energy on it. I'm seeing Libra energy on the card. Yeah, it's an air sign card, Queen of Swords. I see Scorpio, and I'm also seeing a bit of Virgo energy, darling dears. Somebody's leaving a situation, someone who's bitter, someone who's a gossip. Yeah, it's over, darling dears. King of Cups. This is about someone being unequally yoked in a situation, darling dears. Somebody feels that they was manipulated into a situation because of their heart. Good golly and gosh, they're moving towards what? Lord have merciful Jesus. A fated connection. Woo, child. So someone's a bitter Betty. Whoever this person they're leaving behind, it could be male or female, darling, because gender is fluid. There's a lot of gossip and hot talk about this. Ooh, child. Yes. Block game for the gods, darling dears. And Pentacles in the reverse. So Someone in this situation, darling, is they're not paying attention to their progeny. They possibly gave it up for the relationship where they were unequally yoked. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, but not for a long time. What about this fated connection? Let's move that to one side, but definitely a lot of bitter gossip, hurt feelings. Yeah. Woo. What's this? This fated connection, darling dears. Yeah, no longer heartbroken. Yeah. Star card on its forehead, darling dears. On its forehead. It was a depressive situation that you went through where there was a lot of arrogance. This also speaks about someone being impotent. I said someone's got an issue with their semen blood. Ooh, child. Within this fated connection. But it's going to work for you, darling dears. Recognizing each other's growth games. This is somebody moving on together, darling dears. Woo, child. Over the next 7 days. Good golly and gosh. How are you going to meet them? 4 of Cups, darling dears. This is once you've gotten over the disappointment and disillusion of a past situation that was fugazi. New beginning. 8th house. This is the house of intimacy. It's a highly spiritual house. It's the house of joint finances, more possibly a marriage or a partnership, darling dears. And it also speaks about other people's money coming through. Palace of Cups, darling dears, from a situation that didn't work. We already spoke of court situation. It could be through alimony, possibly even child maintenance money. But somebody's moving on. And someone's in another situation, someone is bitter because the person is moving on. And they are saying all sorts of nasty things, darling dears. The whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Okay, what about the friendship groups for the water signs over the next 7 days? Got the Palace of Cups, darling dears. There's a lot of love, a lot of caring, a lot of support within this friend group or friendship group, one-to-one relationships. You're in emotional alignment. There's loyalty in that group, darling dears. Yeah, but there's also somebody who is obsessed, some kind of obsessive behavior. Major Arcana. Okay. One of your friends is going through an abusive situation, darling dears. Yeah, and you know this. 3 of Swords in the reverse. You're going to try and talk to this person in the abusive situation. One friendship group is in alignment and another one, someone, they know that their friend is being abused. Yeah, but this person is not going to take no talking, darling dears. They're going to fight for that relationship. Let me tell you something. They're going to become your enemy because you speak the truth to them. Yeah, they want to stay in that fucking ease. Leave them where they are, blood. This is not the time to release someone that doesn't want to be released. They'll be pillow talking whatever you told them. They're going to stay in that traumatic situation. You are going to become person non grata. What about this friendship group that's in alignment or one-to-one personal relationships? Tell me some more about that. High Priestess energy, because you vibe the same, darling dears. Yep, soul tribe. Yeah. You all have your each independence within a situation, but you all have a common ground, darling dears, based in spirituality. Listen, no burdens here. Protection as well within that group. Good golly and gosh, it's an even Steven split. Okay. Some of the cards are running away. What's going on? Okay. What about your career and finances? Dare I ask? I dare. Because I'm a big cat. You know that. Career and finances. All the water signs. Because we did see the signing of some kind of contract. There's somebody ruminating thoughts, darling. They're thinking about past situations. Yeah. Not liking the situations that they're in, darling. There's wanting a career situation to be in the past. Yeah, somebody's actively looking for a new job, darling. Want to take your intelligence and skills on the road. Haven't seen no Skrilla yet. That's Pentacles, darling dears. Yeah, seeing things from a different perspective. Thinking extremely clearly. Somebody's going to be what? Looking for a new career, darling dears. And you're going to stand your ground. If it's for an interview, you won't get that job. You will. Why? Because you're going to research the company properly, darling dears. Every question you have the right answer, darling dears. And this has been a long time coming. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse mean it's going to happen immediately, darling dears. The money's going to start looking much better. Star card
on its forehead, darling dears. Tired of being ignored in the situation where you was. As far as your career is concerned, it's adios and hasta la vista. Yep, this is a new beginning in your work, darling dears. Moving forward, being spiritually guided. Yep. Going through the doors of opportunity. 1111 fade, darling dears. This is Mars and Aries energy, Emperor energy. This is about you being, some of you could also be stepping into an entrepreneurial field. Whatever it is, darling dears, there's movements. You felt unappreciated where you was. It could also be a legal situation that you are overcoming, but you are getting through it, darling dears. Whatever you're moving towards and what's going to appear to you, darling dears, it's been unexpected and it's going to be ongoing. Remember, I told you that. Don't forget the 1111 fade. Final cards are fully guided to get the intuitive. This is my FP555 Oracle Intel decks. I've mixed them together because no one's going to check me, boo. Oh, that fell right off. Message for you. Pay attention to the signs and signals as well as your dreams, darling dears. Your intuitions and your discernments. Very important. Again, gone back down to the energy of the 3 once more. And when I open up the dice, it's a double 3 in the middle, blood. Energy of Venus, abundance, darling dears. Move towards this, make this career move. If you're in that friendship group and the person is being abused, yes, you will speak to them, but they're going to stay in that situation, darling dears. They're not leaving. For those that have the group where there's love and true support, it's continuing, darling dears, but you all have your own individualities adding to the table. Base of the deck, darling dears. New levels and new devils, darling dears. Energy of 5 is about the change that is going to go through your life. This fell down. Don't get smoked or smoke yourself. On that note, 555 on the counter, darling dears. Listen, full-on change is at your door knocking, darling dears. Hold on to your party hat. This change that's coming for you is going to happen fast, big cat. Remember, I told you that. Whatever routine you had that's been familiar, say hasta la vista to it, darling dears. It's no longer good for you. As I said, travel, adventure, socialites, take a leap of faith. Take that risk, darling dears, because the stars and the cards are on your side. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. Thank you very much for your continued support of me and these messages or messages, your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your bookings, your donations. I truly appreciate your appreciation. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.